Today we're looking at the iPad mini 2 5 years down the road. Obviously it's not the best model out there anymore, and most die-hard tech fans will be barely interested in this, but it's always nice to see how tech is holding up long after discontinuation. Also, its astonishing new price begs for a relook at this former powerhouse and its feasibility for the years to come. The iPad itself has the same feel and finish alike with the iPhone 6 through to 7, which is a nice matte aluminium texture. It is good to note that this model does not include touch fingerprint sensor. Apple has always been a forerunner in terms of good looking products. The iPad itself is only 7.5mm wide and stocks dual speakers down below. The brightness compared to the iPhone 6s is a little lacking, however. Comparing both of these show that the iPad mini 2 is only about 85% as bright as the iPhone 6s. Although this does not personally affect an indoor person like me, it might come off as a little annoying for those who hang around outside. If you're buying the iPad as a piece of filming equipment, I really do encourage you to stay away. Even in bright scenarios, it still gets a lot of noise, which is the grainy look to the image. Overall, it functions well as an everyday browsing tablet, but the drawbacks in camera quality and brightness might mean that it doesn't work well as an all-use piece of tech. Grading its performance, this iPad does not fall short whatsoever. I won't go naming the chips used in the tablet itself, or its speeds, as we would all know that it's not the latest processor that runs this rig, but I can show you how it performs on various apps. Games like Clash of Clans gets barely any jitters in scrolling around, which is extremely prominent in Android tablets even released after the iPad mini 2. The fact that it has an ability to run even games like Vainglory smoothly means that this iPad is still a powerhouse in terms of performance and graphics. But the opening of apps do show some lag, which is noticeable when compared to the newer iPhone. In my opinion, the iPad is not falling too far behind as of yet, and being able to play my favorite games properly still means that it is nowhere close to being an obsolete tablet. Overall, do I think it's worth it to get the iPad mini 2 in 2018? Absolutely. Battery life is about 6 hours of constant gaming, and honestly, if you're just looking for a cheaper alternative to the fairly expensive newer tablets, this is the way to go. Give it to a friend, a son or a daughter, mum or dad, or even yourself. It is fair to say that opting for the smaller, lighter version of the iPad while not making your wallet too much smaller nor lighter is the best thing to do. Thanks once again for popping in. We'll catch you next week.